All right, I wanted to go over the new assignment. It's called Researching a Group on the Periodic Table. You're going to start by going to this page, and then you have your choice of the different groups. You can read about the families and why they stick together, and examples of families are listed here. Some examples of physical properties. So what physical properties unite these families? Relevance, reactivity, radioactivity, so chemical properties that unite these groups, okay? So pick one of the groups. They're all on this list is all on this side. You have the halogens, noble gases, metals, alkaline earth metals, transition metals, lanthanide, and actinide. I really don't recommend doing the last two. They're kind of complicated. But you can do any of the other ones. Okay? Let me show you what the assignment looks like now. All right, I wanted to go over how to complete this assignment. First of all, there's a checklist. Let's go and zoom in and look at the checklist. The requirements for this guide must include the group name, a reference link, the complete article from Chem4Kids about the group or family on the periodic table, highlighted article, and notes on the article. So you got to, just like we did with the previous assignment with the hydrogen research guide, I want you to highlight the article and then take notes on the article, okay? The biggest difference is that the complete article needs to be included in this. So you've got to find it and then put it in. So that part's going to be the new element of this process, okay? All right, so how do we do that part? You're going to go to the website chem4kids.com. The link is pasted right here, so you can just go to the website from this document. And then it will take you to this page that explains what the families of the elements are. So it'll take you to this page. It explains what the families are. A little bit further down the bottom, you've got examples of families. So the alkaline metals, alkaline earth metals, transition metals, halogen gases, noble gases. Examples of physical properties. So these are some of the physical properties you'll be talking about that unite the elements in these families. And an element is just, like I said before, a specific kind of atom. It has specific properties. And then examples of the chemical properties, valence, reactivity, and radioactivity that unite these elements. On the right-hand side, you'll see a list of the different families: halogens, noble gases, metals, alkaline earth metals, transition metals, lanthanide, and actinide. Those last two are kind of complicated. I don't recommend doing them, so I'm going to pick one to use as the example. So open the group that you want to work with, and then go back to your document and just type in the name of the group or family. Lanthanide. Maybe I didn't spell that right. Let's see. Lanthanide. And then the reference link. So copy the website name or the URL. Control C is copy. And then Control V is paste. And then you're going to do the same thing for the article. Starting with here, you're going to select, it's not a very long article, the article to copy, then Control C copy, and then Control V paste it in, okay? So once you have the article in your research document, go through the article just like we did for hydrogen and see what you can learn. So let's read this first paragraph together. When you look at the periodic table, you will see that two rows kind of sit off to the bottom. They are part of the whole periodic table, but it is easier to print the table when they're on the bottom. One of those rows is called the lanthanide series. There are a bunch of names you may hear that describe these 15 elements. Some people say lanthanides, some say rare earth metals, some say inner transition metals. No matter what you choose, everyone will know what you mean when you say lanthanide. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we want to highlight. When you look at the periodic table, you'll see 2 rows that sit off towards the bottom. 2 rows that sit off towards the bottom. Okay, I like that. I'm going to highlight that. And then I'm going to hit the Enter key until my cursor lines up with that and type number 1 because it's my first note. 1 of 2 rows sit on the bottom of the table. Okay, 2. Oops, I forgot the S. It's hard to type when people are watching. Okay, so the second part of they are part of the whole table, but it's easier to print when they're on the bottom. One of those rows is called the lanthanide series. I like that. Describes lanthanides. 2, note 2. One of the rows is the lanthanide series. There are a bunch of names used to describe these 15 elements. 15 elements. I like that. Down a little further. 3. 15 elements. Some say lanthanide, some say rare earth metals, some say inner transition elements. I like the word rare earth metals. So I'm going to, there's a lot we can take out of this. So I'm going to highlight that whole thing. Other names, comma, lanthanides, rare earth metals, inner, transition metals. No matter what you choose, everyone will know what you mean when you say lanthanide. Everyone knows lanthanide. Doesn't line up. Let's go down a little more. 5. Everyone knows lanthanide. Okay, so that's kind of how you do it. And there's another paragraph. I'm not going to do that as an example, but you get the idea, I hope. If you have questions, let me know. Thank you, and enjoy this assignment.